He leaves it right there. There we go. I don't think he can get up from this. Mike Tyson lays flat on his back.
Knockouts are the ultimate spectacle in boxing, the moment when raw power meets perfect timing to end a fight in a split second. In this video, we look at the knockout power of two of the most controversial and talked about fighters in the history of the abilities of Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. Despite originating from such different backgrounds, they are renowned for being able to end fights with a single strike. With unmatched speed and violence, Tyson dominated the ring in the late 1980s and early 1990s. On the other hand, YouTuber-turned-boxer Jake Paul has shocked everyone by proving that he possesses true knockout power despite his unconventional approach into the sport. We'll compare the techniques and results of their most memorable knockouts to see what we could expect from them in the ring. Mike Tyson competed against Olympic gold medalist Tyrell Biggs on October 16, 1987. Tyson displayed the unwavering pressure that has become his signature right from the opening bell. Biggs attempted to maintain his distance by taking use of his height and reach, but Tyson remained unaffected. He covered the ring, putting Biggs in a situation where Tyson was most effective. Round after round, Tyson took Biggs out with a mix of brutal uppercuts and lethal body blows. By the 7th round, Biggs was on the floor after Tyson's unrelenting attack culminated in a devastating left hook. The fight was stopped by the referee, and Tyson's triumph demonstrated his immense strength and capacity to exhaust even the most accomplished opponents. Tyson's image as a knockout artist who could crush the spirit of any boxer who tried to stand in his way was further cemented by this bout. Looking at Jake Paul's first-round knockout of Ryan Borland in their sharp contrast. Paul and Borland squared up on August 29, 2021, in what was anticipated to be a difficult battle. Paul's performance was everything but ordinary. Paul displayed his aggressive style and successful combinations from the first bell. He rapidly gained the upper hand in the fight, throwing a series of strong blows that left Borland unable to defend himself. Paul's agility and accuracy were apparent when he successfully landed a right hand that caused Borland to stumble. Soon after, Paul's unrelenting attack produced a resounding victory. Just 27 seconds into the opening round, Paul was declared the winner via technical knockout when the referee broke up the bout. Paul's ability to end bouts quickly and his rising reputation as a knockout artist in the boxing community were both highlighted by this knockout. Getting back to Mike Tyson versus Carl Williams on July 21, 1989. Tyson, who is renowned for his intense knockout ability, had put on a show that cemented his status as one of the most lethal punchers in boxing history. It was clear that Tyson was taking an aggressive stance from the time the opening bell rang. With an energy that Williams found difficult to match, he came out swinging. In only 30 seconds, Williams was reeling from Tyson's powerful left hook. Williams was knocked out cold by the powerful hit, which ended the bout almost instantly. Tyson's lightning-fast finish to the bout demonstrated both his explosive strength and his ability to control the match quickly. This knockout demonstrated Tyson's relentless approach and his capacity to overpower opponents with speed and raw force. On October 29, 2022, fast forward to Jake Paul and Andre August in the ring. Despite having less experience in boxing, Paul is well known with his unexpected knockout power, which he displayed once more during this match. Paul remained calm right from the very beginning, utilizing his jab to push August aside and make space. Paul quickly found his range and delivered a pinpoint overhand right that fell cleanly against August's chin. August was unable to dodge the count and collapsed to the ground as the punch came out precisely on time. After demonstrating that his strength is real, Paul had once again silenced his critics by ending the fight in the first round. Mike Tyson's powerful knockout against Bruno is evidence of his unrelenting strength and aggression. In their first fight, Tyson overpowered Bruno, finishing by technical knockout in the 5th round with a barrage of powerful strikes. Bruno was surprised and unable to react as a result of Tyson's lightning-fast combinations and constant pressure. Bruno made an effort to hold on, but Tyson's intensity was too much for him, and he ended decisively. In this fight, Tyson's signature style is on full show. He was an unstoppable force who didn't just want to win, he wanted to dominate every opponent he has faced. Many people were surprised when Jake Paul and former UFC welterweight champion Tyron Woodley announced a rematch on December 18, 2021. Paul is more well-known on social media than in the ring, silencing many of his detractors with a knockout blow in the 6th round. Experienced fighter Woodley was cautious at times during the contest, but Paul's right hand connected, sending Woodley to the floor and quickly ending the fight. The knockout showcased Paul's increasing strength and skill to take advantage of an opponent's error. Although Paul lacks Tyson's raw aggressiveness, he is nonetheless a formidable opponent in the ring because of his ability to land a pinpoint blow that ends a fight. The comparison of Mike Tyson's and Jake Paul's knockouts, the impact and legacy of their performances, points out an obvious difference in their boxing careers. Tyson's knockouts are legendary, imprinted in boxing history because of their extreme brutality and technical mastery. With his remarkable power and accuracy, Tyson became one of the most feared punchers in heavyweight history. His early round knockouts demonstrated his superiority and raised the standard for what knockout power in sports can accomplish. As Jake Paul continues to advance in his boxing career, his rapid finishes, such as those against Tyrone Woodley and Ryan Borland, show off his developing abilities and strength. Paul's knockouts demonstrate both his willingness to establish himself as a prominent figure in the sport and his aptitude at seizing opportunities. Even if his record is still growing, every knockout enhances his reputation and adds to the continuous discussion of where he fits into the boxing world. Fans are excited to witness how these two knockout artists will perform against one another as we get closer to the upcoming bout between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. Paul, who has recently demonstrated his ability to stop opponents via knockout, will go against Tyson, who is known for his explosive power and unrelenting aggression. This matchup seems to be an exciting test of different approaches and skill levels. Paul's contemporary strategy and recent success will clash with Tyson's years of dominance. Jake Paul entered the boxing scene in a way few others have. Starting as a YouTube star, he managed to leverage his massive social media following to promote his matches, making his fights major spectacles from the start. Rather than coming up through traditional boxing paths, Jake initially took on carefully selected opponents, mostly celebrities, MMA fighters, or older boxers, to build up his reputation in the ring. This unorthodox approach polarized the boxing world. While his fans saw him as a rising star, many boxing purists questioned his skills and felt he hadn't truly proven himself against a serious opponent. Paul's success in these fights, including wins over Ben Askren, Tyron Woodley, and Anderson Silva, only fueled the debate about his legitimacy as a boxer. With each match, Jake Paul mastered the art of building anticipation. Known for his brash personality and bold claims, he often turned press conferences and media events into verbal sparring matches, attracting headlines and attention. This showmanship helped Paul draw record-breaking views and pay-per-view numbers, marking him as one of the most watched figures in boxing. However, the controversy around his choice of opponents remained, as many critics saw these fights as more entertainment than genuine competition. Yet, with each win, Paul became more confident, repeatedly stating that he was willing to take on tougher challenges, pushing the limits of what a YouTuber-turned-boxer could achieve. Jake Paul's fight with Mike Tyson represented a significant shift. Unlike his previous opponents, Tyson's reputation is built on years of dominance, known for his powerful punches and fearsome in-ring presence. At 58, Tyson is a living legend with a formidable skill set and knowledge of boxing, making him an entirely different challenge for Paul. This match was Jake's chance to prove himself against a fighter who was once at the very pinnacle of boxing, a chance to silence the skeptics and elevate his boxing career to new heights. As Mike Tyson prepared to face Jake Paul, he took his training to a level that astounded both fans and experts. At 58, Tyson wasn't content to rely on his legendary status. Instead, he pushed his body and mind through an intense and unyielding routine that was both physically grueling and mentally demanding. Tyson himself admitted that he has a sickness for training, an intense compulsion to keep going, even when his body needed recovery time. Tyson's daily routine was brutal. Starting with a morning road workout of 4 to 5 miles on the treadmill, Tyson added thousands of reps on the rowing machine, sometimes reaching 7,000 rows in less than 2 days. This relentless schedule showcased not just his commitment, but a sheer drive that defied his age, as he maintained rigorous training sessions that would challenge athletes half his age. Adding to this impressive regimen, Tyson maintained a strict focus on his diet and mental conditioning, critical for sustaining the energy and intensity needed for such high-level training. His commitment wasn't about just surviving rounds. Tyson was training to finish his opponent, with every exercise dedicated to preserving his explosive power and precision in the ring. Tyson's incredible transformation and dedication leading up to the fight became a symbol of his warrior mentality, a testament to his enduring strength and skill, and a reminder that even at nearly 60, he was fully capable of delivering a powerful performance. The hype for the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight reached new heights as fans filled venues and crowded online spaces with intense anticipation. The press conference alone highlighted just how electric the atmosphere would be on fight night. Held at the Fanatics Fan Fest in New York, the venue was packed with a spirited crowd that roared when Tyson entered and jeered at Paul. While Paul tried to present himself confidently, the crowd's reaction made it clear where their loyalties lay. Loud chants of "Tyson, Tyson" echoed as they celebrated the legendary boxer, contrasting sharply with boos directed at Paul. On social media, fans fiercely debated the match, with some praising Paul's courage and others condemning his choice to face a seasoned champion like Tyson. Tyson supporters saw this fight as an opportunity to defend boxing's legacy against celebrity boxing culture. Across platforms, fans were eager for Tyson to deliver a performance that would remind the world why he is a legend. By the time the fighters stepped into the ring, excitement was at a fever pitch, blending respect for Tyson's legacy with the intrigue surrounding Paul's ambition. When the bell rang, the difference between Tyson and Paul became clear almost immediately. Tyson's years of experience and his iconic peekaboo style had him moving smoothly, avoiding Paul's jabs with ease. Every time Paul attempted to throw a punch, Tyson's defenses were impeccable, bobbing and weaving with the precision that once made him the most feared man in boxing. As Tyson closed the distance, he displayed remarkable patience, only unleashing power shots when the opportunity was perfect. Paul, who had relied on his youth and confidence in previous fights, quickly found himself outmatched. Tyson's movements were deliberate, every punch calculated, and each landed with a force that shook the arena. The sheer skill gap was undeniable, and fans were watching a display of pure boxing mastery as Tyson steadily wore down his opponent. As the rounds progressed, Tyson's calculated strategy took a dramatic turn. After systematic systematically targeting Paul with body shots and slipping past his attempts, Tyson saw an opening. He feinted to the body, causing Paul to instinctively lower his guard, a crucial mistake. In a flash, Tyson unleashed a powerful right hand that connected squarely with Paul's jaw, delivering the punch with the same precision and ferocity that once dominated the heavyweight division. The impact was immediate. Paul's legs gave way, and he collapsed onto the canvas, marking a definitive end to the fight. The crowd erupted, fully realizing the level of boxing mastery they had just witnessed. Tyson had shown even at 58 that his timing, power, and technique remained legendary. The knockout was not just a win, it was a statement about the difference between boxing for legacy and boxing for spectacle. Tyson's emphatic victory reminded the audience and boxing fans worldwide of what true skill and experience bring to the ring. Following the knockout, Tyson stood in the ring as the arena roared with appreciation. At 58, he had proven his greatness once more, his performance symbolizing the timeless skill and dedication that define true champions. Tyson's calm, almost reflective stance contrasted sharply with Paul, who, despite his confidence, had been humbled by the loss. The fight quickly became a landmark moment in modern boxing, igniting discussions about skill versus spectacle. Tyson's victory served as a powerful reminder that true mastery is earned through years of discipline and respect for the sport. For Paul, this defeat underscored the reality that celebrity status doesn't guarantee victory in the ring. In the end, Tyson's knockout of Paul wasn't just a win, it was a statement that reaffirmed boxing's rich legacy, reminding fans and fighters alike that respect, skill, and dedication are the true foundations of greatness. And the clash between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul was more than just a fight, it was a collision of two worlds. Tyson's powerful performance demonstrated the depth and skill required to become a boxing legend, while Paul's defeat highlighted the limitations of crossing into a sport with little experience. This fight reignited fans' appreciation for boxing's authentic roots, showing that true greatness is built on years of commitment. Tyson's knockout victory stands as a testament to boxing's enduring spirit, reminding us why legends like him will always be revered.